Show, man, I'm just kicked back in the house, man, laid back on my bed, and I was sitting back looking at the price of Bitcoin. And the price of Bitcoin for a split second, I'm not really even for sure how long it did, but Bitcoin dipped down to the $91,000 mark. Um, like I said, our high is around 108, 110. And I was just sitting back thinking about, about all the people who bought Bitcoin when the run was going right when Donald Trump was elected. You had the United States and everybody was just electric about that. They are just so happy for Donald Trump and his team. Everybody is pro Bitcoin, and they felt like this was the moment that crypto has been waiting on, and the market responded, and Bitcoin shot up to an all-time high of 108 to 110,000 from 60, 70,000. So now Bitcoin has settled. Bitcoin has settled around 92,000. That's it. Seems like we keep coming back down to 92,000 for some reason. I don't know if that's a sweet spot right now. Is that the bottom? Is this going to be where we level off at until we make another run up into the 115 to 120 range? I'm not really for sure because, like I said, Bitcoin it has a tricky way of play. And I think it's really interesting for like day traders and stuff like that because one thing about a day trader, they love volatility. A day trader loves a stock that goes up and down in massive swings because that's where day traders make their money at. So right now, I believe it's a day traders market. How Bitcoin keeps spiking up to 95,000, drops down to 91, spikes up to 103, drops down to 97, spikes up to 106, drops down to 93. I mean, right now it's just a day trader's market. A person who likes to day trade, likes to buy calls, likes to buy puts, and I believe it's a great thing for them. Now you also have another side of the coin that's going on with Bitcoin is you have MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy, I think their all-time high is like 500 something dollars this year. But now I just looked at MicroStrategy is down to $295. So they have been taking a massive hit as Bitcoin has become stagnated. And we had one internet um, person talking about how Michael Saylor, the what he does is by him making these convertible bonds, he making these convertible bonds when Bitcoin is in a bull run, is basically a genius idea until we have a crypto winter. Once we have a crypto winter, then what you're doing is you're borrowing all this money against your Bitcoin holdings. And if your Bitcoin holdings start to plummet to a certain amount, it would definitely hurt you. And it will hurt a lot of people who follow you because in my mind, I have an E-Trade account. One thing I know about my account is I buy MicroStrategy, but what they do is they'll let you make margin. They'll give you margin money. Determining what you have on E-Trade, they will let you borrow a certain percentage of that amount you have on there, but you can't sell the stocks you have. So let's say you have $10,000 on E-Trade, they might give you 5,000 to 10,000 of margin money where you could turn around and buy another 5, 10,000 of MicroStrategy. Now that's definitely a major, major smart investment because you're able to get more stocks than you ordinarily should have. But what happens when that stock starts to drop? You've already borrowed money to buy the stock at its all-time high. And now let's say that I took that margin and I bought MicroStrategy at $510 a share. Now it's down to 295. I'm down 215 per share. I'm getting really close to getting margin called if I'm not margin called already. So it's like you have a lot of average people who are following these billionaires and they're getting margin called and putting themselves in a hole. Now, what I would suggest to people is buy you a little Bitcoin, buy you a little stocks, and just hold on to them. If you believe in MicroStrategy, you believe in Bitcoin, you believe the future is bright for this company, then buy the stock and hold on to it. Don't replace it with debt. Michael Saylor, he's able to do that because he has so much cushion that if anything goes left, he's able to cover it with the money he has in reserves. A lot of us don't have. We can't put 10,000 on E Trade, borrow 10,000 in a margin, and then if everything goes left, I have another 10,000 in a bank to cover the margin. I don't have all of that. I would have never margined if I had the other money in the bank. So it's like, don't put yourself in a bad position. So we're just keeping track of Bitcoin. We're just watching it. So Bitcoin dipped down to 91,000. Today is the day before New Year's. It's New Year's Eve. So it's December 31st, 2024. I am going to go live for New Year's. But we're just watching Bitcoin really close because we're trying to see what direction is Bitcoin going to go in. Is 108 or 110 was our all-time high, and now we're on our way down. Because anybody know that been watching Bitcoin for years, it don't take long before Bitcoin be at 80,000, 75,000, 66, and it goes right back to where it was at before Donald Trump won the election. And I mean, to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if it does that. I would not be surprised if Bitcoin drops all the way back down to where it was at before Donald Trump won the election and we went on this massive run. We went on this massive run, and a lot of people explain this run as if, okay, we're running up because we have a pro Bitcoin presidency this year. So this is what's pumping Bitcoin. So I mean, I really didn't understand that, but it was running up and everybody was happy and they're reaping the rewards. But at the end of the day, is that a proper spike? Or was that a pump and dump? You could say, hey, it wasn't a pump and dump because we have all these other industries that's in the market. We have MicroStrategy buying billions of Bitcoin. BlackRock is buying billions of Bitcoin. We have all these other ETFs who's entered the space, and we're not going to drop really bad like we normally would do. Bitcoin's not going to go down 50, 60, 70% like it normally do because we have all these new investors. And that could be absolutely right, or it could be absolutely wrong. You can't just say for sure what's going to happen. You're basically just speculating. So a lot of people are speculating right now saying, hey, we have a lot of new investors. We have a lot of whales that has came into the industry. So Bitcoin is not going to go from 70,000 down to 40, 45, 30, 35. It's not going to do that, but we're not for sure because if it does it, we're going to just sit back and go, hey, this is what Bitcoin does. So we're not going to be able to explain why it did it. But if it doesn't shrink like that, we'll try to explain why it didn't. But I believe that, we can't tell what Bitcoin is going to do until it do it. So I'm just watching Bitcoin. People who's subscribe to my channel, I'm just keeping them posted. Bitcoin is at the 91, 92 range. If you're playing in the crypto space, if you are a Bitcoin advocate, if you're holding Bitcoin, if you're investing in, Riot blockchain, Marathon, ticker symbol, MARA. I mean, if you're invested in these stocks that are Bitcoin mining companies, you have a whole bunch of Bitcoin mining companies. You have MicroStrategy that holds Bitcoin, one of the first companies to be on the stock market that actually is like a Bitcoin play. If you want to just invest strictly in Bitcoin, you buy MicroStrategy and you will reap the rewards. If Bitcoin goes up, MicroStrategy is going to follow. So I'm just keeping everybody informed to subscribe to my channel. That's following Bitcoin, who knows about the space. To just play smart. Just hold. Like I say, just hold. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm telling everybody else to do. Just hold your stuff. Lay back on your bed like I'm doing. Watch TV. I'm just a normal guy. I'm in my house. I'm not some rich guy. I work every day. I'm a truck driver. Anybody who follow my channel, I drive the trucks. And I'm a Bitcoin advocate. I believe in Bitcoin. I believe it's going to be the world money. I believe one day we're going to be able to walk in Target and Walmart and all our burger spots and the restaurants and everything that we like to do, buy a Tesla, buy a house with Bitcoin. I believe one day all of this is going to come to fruition, but right now we have to take the steps. And I believe everybody's trying to rush it. Bitcoin hit 100,000. That was great. But at the end of the day, we know Bitcoin has to do a lot more in order to get where we trying to go, get to where we feel the industry is going to get, because they feel like Bitcoin is going to overtake gold. And in order for Bitcoin to overtake gold, it has to get to like 15 trillion or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So we have a long way to go. We're only probably 5% the way where we need to go, where Bitcoin is actually valued more than gold on the world stage. I believe it's going to get there, but it's going to take some time. So right now, like I said, Bitcoin is hovering around 92,000. So we're trying to see which way Bitcoin is going to go. Is Bitcoin going to finally make that swing and make a new all-time high, or is it going to swing and go down to like 85, 80,000? If we get to that range, to be honest with you, if Bitcoin goes from 92 where is that and it makes a dramatic swing to the left and goes down about 80, I believe that you'll see us somewhere hovering around where Bitcoin was at before Donald Trump won the election. Keep your eye on Bitcoin. I'm going to start posting daily about Bitcoin with more information, making sure that I be real informative to the people that does follow my channel, trying to find new subscribers. Like I said, I'm just kicked back today in the house. It's the day before New Year's. It's New Year's Eve. I'm sitting back being appreciative for all the blessings that I have and just being grateful. You know, I'm being grateful for everything that I have accomplished and everything that I do have. It's not much, but it's mine. You know, so and that's just how I feel. I'm looking at the New Year celebrations on TV. I will go live with you guys just before New Year's, probably a couple hours before, so we could just build up to it, drink us some champagne, and kind of enjoy the New Year coming in. I appreciate if you're watching my channel, could you come enjoy New Year's with me? If you're not doing nothing, we will be live at the Aaron L Show. Please enjoy it with us. We will try to turn up and do the best we can to help you bring in your New Year safe in the house and sound. So this is the Aaron L Show. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Please comment down below. I like interacting with you guys in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.